And in your own words, Rachel Ruto, I am not like the ones who come to you only to take money. I bring money to you. And indeed, I took you out of debt. I took you out of debt. Hata ukitingika hivi nikiwashe ni ukweli. Ni ukweli. God used me to take you out of debt. Na kulipa wafanyikazi wako nye uko umelipa. I don't know for how many months.
Fellow Kenyans, let me start by asking this question. I think I asked it before, but let me just ask it again. What is the position of churches in Kenya? Our churches, do we have a place whereby churches are supposed to involve themselves in religious, in political matters or in politics? I'm asking these questions because I've really watched a lot of things since this issue of the organization bill, proposed religious organization bill, which was taken into parliament by Dan Sanomba. Margaret Wanjiru, that is Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, is one of the bishops that we know in Kenya. And during the campaign of the Kenya Kwanza government or the UDA, she was the person that was on the forefront.
Kama kuna mtu hana ukabila ni Ruto. Unasikia? Nilisikia mjinga mwingine akisema Ruto ana hasira. Wacha nimjibu, nimwambie yeye hamjui Ruto na hamuelewi Ruto. Kama kuna mtu hana hasira, ana uvumilivu, ile patience, si tunashindanga na yeye. You think we are perfect? We are not. Sisi tunajua mtu yetu. Huyu siye jamaa wa makasiriko, ako na watoto wengi sana, hana time ya kukasirika. Utakasirika aje kama umeshikiliwa na mamboga? Utakasirika aje kama kinyosi ndio wakushikilia? Utakasirika aje kama mwenye kuchoma mahindi na smoky ndio wana story yako? Huwezi kasirika.
Then all of a sudden, that is the thing, early this year, not even early, I think, yeah, around April, May there, her church was being demolished and she really cried. And she even promised William Ruto that William Ruto will look for her.
Now let me tell you something. My president and my deputy president, from today, this Margaret Wanjiru that was beaten, my clothes lifted up, but by young men who are police security agents, they touched my thighs, me, a woman of God. I want to make a very sweet promise to you. Believe you me, you will look for me. You went for Benny Hinn in America, for me, you will look for me, and I'm not moving and I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. You have started a fight that you cannot fight. This one is in the heavenlies. We have lived with this community parking all these years. We have never fought. You are using the MD railways. I pity his family. Because as I cried yesterday and today, even his family plus yours are not exempted. My tears will pay. We are hurting, we are bleeding. But behold, Isaiah 61 anointing stands. Jehovah God healeth the brokenhearted. We are disappointed with the Kenya Kwanza government. Extremely disappointed. I was one of the founding members of UDA. I campaigned 2 years straight when others came to just steal what I had worked for. Yet, I let go. I've loved you, my president. I've loved you, my deputy president. I've loved your family. When you call, I obey, I answer. I've never disrespected or disregarded you. I've always loved you, prayed for you, and blessed you. But behold, from this day, take it from this altar, tables are turning. Thank you. I'm done. To the men and women of God that came to stand with me, thank you very much. I want the church to learn if this can be done to Bishop Margaret Wanjiru. What are you guys waiting for? Who is next? Who is next? If this can be done to me, who is next? If right now I don't even have my phone, they are busy investigating it. Who is next? And let me make it clear, Mr. President and Deputy President, I have never worked with these things. If it was a car accident, I would not even complain. But to be beaten by security, your or our security agencies, and now I'm in clutches, I'll count the steps that I will walk, and somebody will pay for every single step. I think it's time that some people in this nation understand that there is God, not God of hypocrisy, not God of jokes, but real God. And God has his servants in this nation, a people that he has his hands on them. If anything happens to me or my children, if we get hurt, or any of our other properties get hurt, because right now your security agencies are constructing a wall, they are land grabbing right in front of our eyes. If my children get hurt or I get hurt, I will squarely put that blame on you. And if I die or they die, our blood is in your hands.
William Ruto looked for her. She has been given a job to be one of the commissioners of Nairobi River, which is not bad. And Teresia Wairimu also, that is Reverend Teresia Wairimu, last week really went against this government, saying that she thought that this government was elected by the president, by God. But in real sense, it was not. But something shocked me yesterday. When she came out again apologizing to the president. So I was asking myself that why is it that now she's again apologizing to the president? Why is she apologizing, saying that this government, the people that are leading the government, are her spiritual sons and daughters, and therefore she had got no bad intentions, but she insisted that every corrupt leader must go home.
Before we say the words of benediction, I want to say on this altar in London, I'm not in conflict with my president. Please, I want that to be heard. I'm not in conflict with the first family in Kenya. They are my children. They are members of family church. I'm not in dispute. I'm not in conflict. We are not fighting about anything. But I offered a prayer, and I have been praying a prayer because God has put a burden in my heart to pray for the nation of Kenya against poverty, against corruption. And my prayer is any corrupt person must go home, whether they want it or not. So since now this could be another news in Kenya, I better say it from this altar. I'm not in conflict and I'm not in a fight with my president because I prayed for him. And I have walked a journey with my president from 2010 to where he is today. So I'm not in conflict with him.
Are we in a situation whereby God is tired with Kenyans, or God is just saying that I warned you but you could not listen, so now God has left us in the hands of people that where are we? Because the way things are going, even pastors right now are now coming out exposing the deeds that were done by the president's wife, that is Honorable Rachel. I heard one of the pastors saying that he is very proud of himself because he did not take bribe or he did not take tithe from Rachel when she was offering to him.
As advisor of the First Lady, she never gave me no money. I never took any salary. I'm so proud of myself. And I said I don't want. Even the position I didn't want. She offered it. I didn't want. I said I was praying for you, it's done. I'm going my business. They said no, be here. I've never taken any money. I said my money, my salary should go, and the evangelist's salary should go to help school feeding program. Everything. And until Kenya is out of debt, I will not receive a salary from this government. Nilisema hivyo. And it's on record. So nobody can say, oh, I care for the nation. And in your own words, Rachel Ruto, I am not like the ones who come to you only to take money. I bring money to you. And indeed, I took you out of debt. I took you out of debt. Hata ukitingika hivi nikiwashe ni ukweli. Ni ukweli. God used me to take you out of debt. Na kulipa wafanyikazi wako wenye huko umelipa. I don't know for how many months. Kama ni uongo, nishikwe nistakiwe. Na kama ni ukweli Mungu alinitumia, basi ogopa. And change how you're doing things so that Kenyans can start benefiting from this government. Utanifeel. Na unanifeel. Mguu kufura, macho kujifunga, unanifeel. Na mimi kukosana na Rachel, does it she is not my validation, my calling. Na si kukosana ni mimi kukasirika na yeye. I walked out because you can't control me. That's a Jezebel spirit. You can't tell me how to pray, who to pray with, where to pray. Nobody can do that. Jesus. And all these things Apostle Kayo knows. And Apostle Kayo told me, my son, God has saved your life. You're not like the others who can be told how to pray, where to pray, how to prophesy. You follow God. Even if it means it appears to be to your disadvantage, you are following God. It's on record. He told me to record him. So it's recorded. Kuna unafik. That you're not seeing the power of God in the Kenyan church. Have you not seen people being healed here? In Statehouse, I told you, Rachel Ruto, if Evangelist Teresa Wairimu is your spiritual authority, be attending her church every Sunday. You have no business roaming all over the world. You're in this church, you're in that church, you're in this church. And if you're to go to any church, ask her for permission. Did you listen? Of course not. You can't be going everywhere. She is no longer your authority. It means you make the authority yourself. You thought I was mad. We will see what she has to think about you and your household. You can't play around with people who have labored for you because you're used to ministers who can't talk. I'm different. And maybe I'm mad as you think I am. You will touch others and go free. I am not one to be touched and you go free. You can't go free.
At the comment section concerning this, because as it stands right now, I really don't know where we are heading. I really don't know whether God has rejected us or I don't know if God, but I think one thing I think of is that God is trying to expose the bad deeds of this government. Let me know what you think in the comment section, but just a reminder, please, if you're in for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.